Alright everybody, so Super Vegito has finally gotten his EZA earlier today. Went ahead and did the EZA stage, very easy. He's weak to transformation boost, so you just annihilate him with the cooler team. We're gonna be going ahead and doing the initial showcase on him. Today is I'm probably gonna do Super Vegito today, and then I'll probably do Super Boo tomorrow. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. So we'll do initial showcase of Vegito, and then we'll do a couple red zone stage videos, and then we're gonna do Super Boo tomorrow with his red zone videos. Now I will say this guy, I feel like, kinda got like a little bit of hate. Like, he is, I feel like, 100% not like, ooh, wowie zowie, he's like amazing. Like, if I had to place him, like, just off the top of my head, like, probably, you know, Gogeta Blue number 1, Cooler number 2, and like this guy might be 3. Like, this guy is really good in the fact that he does not take any damage from normals, but he will most likely need like any super attack from like any red zone boss that has any type of difficulty per se. Is this guy is cooked. So I feel like what you really want is you want to try to somehow find a unit that has a scouter and run him together, kind of, or just have to have a scouter up. So we're using him on the brand new LR team, because as far as I know, that is his only 200%. I think he does have a 200% on Battle of Fate. Is it from the No, he doesn't. Never mind. Yeah, I think this is his only 200% as it stands right now. Because I don't think he has a 200%. He doesn't have a 200% from the SS4s, not from... Yeah, like... I'm almost fairly certain this is his only 200%. So we're going to be showcasing him off today. Probably going to have him linked up with Blue Gogeta. Once Blue Gogeta transforms, they don't link up that well. I think it's like 4 out of 7. But before Gogeta transforms, they do link 5 out of 7. And Gogeta Blue is probably the best unit that like links up that well with him. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the Legendary Vegeta event, because so the thing is with this guy is he needs to build up, and it takes quite a while, I would say, for him to build up. It's not gonna be like something that you'll do very quickly, because so he has to get hit 6 times to build up his attack fully, but then he also builds up crit chance, he builds up defense and ki, I think, for every 3 hits he takes, which means, and he has to do that 3 times, so basically means he has to get hit 9 times. Like 9 times total, he's fully built up. So like right here in slot 1, we're gonna be able to get 3 hits on him, and we'll get like the first stack of his buffs. So let's see, defense at 159, that's not great, but keep in mind he does have 80% damage reduction against any normal. So normals are not doing anything to this guy, but like, yeah, like something like this, like, you know, if that was a red zone, like, yeah, see 100k, like, even from this Vegeta, but like any red zone boss, you put him in slot 1 to get all those counters, and he actually gets supered, like, you're probably cooked. Another thing though, I would say, how do I word this, I guess, his, like, you know, his main gimmick is of course the counter. Like, the counter is basically what like carries this unit. Is like, oh my god, like he can do so much damage on turns with his counters. But I genuinely feel like this guy, like, again, he still has the preset thing that I feel like is you know, happens with all counter units, is that you have to crit, otherwise the counter doesn't mean anything. Like, you know, like you can counter 10 attacks for all you want, but against these higher bosses with the higher health and the higher defense and all that, if you're not critting, you're not doing jack anything. Like, you're just tickling the boss, and you're kind of making the fight last, or like take longer to go, like the turn take way longer to go through. And especially when we apparently start getting these bosses that guard against attacks, like, so like those bosses you literally have to crit, Like, I'm pretty sure Vegito, against those bosses, if his counters don't crit, they're literally gonna do double digits. Because they already, like, if you don't do crits, they're only gonna do, like, 100k. So, that's just one thing I hate with all the crit, or not all the crit units, all the counter units. The one thing is, though, is this guy does have, I think, 3 separate chances to crit, so they did definitely make it where, so yeah, let's put him in the middle here, because I think, yeah, we're gonna have a lot of links active here. I think we're just not gonna have Golden Warrior active, I think, on this turn. Let's see. Is Blue Vegeta gonna kill this guy? And if he double supers, I think he would. Let's see. Yeah, so we have everything active except for Golden Warrior, which I think that does not matter. Yeah, it's literally just 1 key defense down, so that doesn't add anything to his stats. So this is pretty much like all his important links active. No support on this rotation. I don't think Candy Vegito supports. Hopefully Blue Gogeta does not kill this guy, just so we can see Vegito actually perform. Gogeta did get that dodge though, so he got that extra attack. Just don't double super. Like, if he doesn't double super, I don't think he's gonna kill. Just please don't. God damn it. We're probably not gonna be able to take all these hits because Vegito's probably gonna kill him. Well, we got to see his attack set, I guess. It was 2.7. He's still far from being built up. Alright, let's see. Man, the problem with this team is that, like, these guys kind of kill stuff way too. Like, maybe I should have not. Like, I mean, I have to run this team just to get to 200%. Well, like, we're already up to God Vegeta, and Vegito has only taken 3 attacks, so, like, we have not gotten to build up that much at all. But yeah, I guess, as I was saying, like, he does have 3 separate chances to crit from his passive. Not from his passive. So he has 2 chances to crit from his passive. So if we go look here, so he just has a medium chance of performing a crit, so that's 30% right there. And then the build-up that he gets, so he gets key, 30% defense, and 10% chance to crit 3 times every time he receives 3 attacks. So what that means is he basically, so the 30% chances once he's fully built up, so defense at 240k, that's a little bit better, but again, he doesn't get any defense. I think he gets a little bit of defense on super, but he also gives allies also defense, so he is meant to be ran in slot 1, but if you can somehow know, I guess, that slot 1 is, like, there's going to be a super there, then yeah, you definitely don't want him in slot 1, because he will die. That's just how it is. But yeah, the 30% chances from his passive, sadly, I guess, they don't stack. So it's not technically him getting a 60% chance to crit. It basically means that he gets, like a 30% chance to crit. If that doesn't go through, it moves on to the next part, which is the next, 30% chance to crit. And then if that doesn't work, it moves on to the hidden potential system. So you're basically spinning like a wheel. You can basically spin a wheel 3 times to see if this guy can crit, which is good because I feel like him having those multiple chances like that can result in him. I'm not gonna do that. We'll probably do that in the red zone fight. But what was I saying? Him having all those separate chances results in him, I feel like, critting more, because, like, technically, yeah, it would be, I guess, great if all those were just combined, because you could probably build him to the point where he has a 100% chance to crit. But even them just being like 3 separate procs, that's still pretty good, because with the way the game works, like, that's you basically going through all those separately. So, like, you're gonna be kind of unlucky if you get turns or you get, non-crit counters, because that means the game went through all those 3 separate procs and none of them went through for you. That's basically what that means. So I feel like more often than not, especially when you get him fully built up, you get that last, 10% chance to crit and stuff like that. he will be critting quite often. So that is good. But yeah, he just kind of, like, this guy literally, either, if they either just gave him a scouter, he would be like the best EZA TUR, or if this guy gets help in the future from a unit that does have a scouter, then that's even better, I would say. Like, if he gets, like, I mean, here, this guy right here could be getting an EZA this celebration, so, like, and this guy already has a scouter where he transforms. So if this guy gets an EZA and he's absolutely busted, and, you know, they're pretty good linking partners, like, that's it. He's fixed now, because now you basically just put him in places where the super attack is not gonna be, and you just have him sit there and counter. Because he, again, against the most difficult bosses, like, I think even Cellmax, even Metal Cooler Core after he super attacks, which is when his like, attack goes through the roof, he won't be taking damage. Alright, we're getting a bunch of crits here. Yeah, like, see, like, these turns right here, where he just, like, crit, like, and he's getting attacked, like, 7 different times, it kind of starts getting crazy how much damage he's actually doing. Oh, we got a double super here, so we got a double attack raise. So these counters right here after he supers are going to be hitting pretty hard, especially if he's going to crit again. Yep, crit. Yep, 1.3 million on a counter. Another crit. There we go. Yeah, see, like, once you fully build him up, like, it's just crits. Like, if you fully build him crit in the hidden potential system, which I did, I have him with, like, 23, 24 crit, and then, you know, now he's fully built up, like, he goes in. Like, that was a lot of, like, he did more damage right there than Blue Vegito. Should I just play this just to not die this turn? Like, I just wish I could, like, technically skip this animation, but I can't. I mean, I don't think we're gonna die. You know, let's just... Here, we'll use a Ghost Usher, and then we're gonna put Vegito in slot 2 when we come back. Oh, wait, hold on. Man, I should have not... Never mind. We might just be... This might just be over. Yeah, especially with the Dokkan. Yeah, this is over. These guys are both probably gonna triple super each, and, you know, absolutely annihilate this Vegeta. So it's fine. We're gonna get more showcases of him in the red zone. But that last turn right there, that was impressive. I will give it to Vegito. Like, he did what, like 4 counters right there. Like, all of them, I think, were 800k each. So that's like what? That's like 3.2 something like that million damage. Then he did 2 super attacks that were like 3 million, so that's like 6 million damage. So we're already up to like 9 mil, and then he did 3 more counters that were like 1.2, 1.3. So like total that turn, he almost did, I think, like 15 million damage. Like, he was around like 13 million, something like that. Like, that's pretty darn good. Like, that is not something to be like messed around with, especially the fact, you know, he does not take damage from normals. Like, like, there's no discussion about that. His defense fully built up with 80% damage reduction. He doesn't take damage from the hardest bosses in normals. Now, and then, yeah, like, super attacks, yeah, he is going to get crunched in terms of super attacks. So, yeah, we'll just put Candy Vegito up there. He won't die from 2 attacks. And then we'll put Vegito right here. So, like, Vegito right here, if he gets tagged by a super attack from Vegeta, we are probably dead. But if we don't, and then he basically goes to town on all those counters, he's gonna kill him right here. So let's go ahead and see what Vegito pulls out for us. So we got a crit on the super right there. We're gonna get a crit here. Yup. Let's see how many times he's gonna crit before he doesn't crit. Oh, so yeah, okay, so this is gonna hurt. We're probably not gonna die like right away from the super, but we're gonna die from... No, yeah, because he still has a damage reduction, so even him getting his defense massively lowered... Damn, he's still critting. This is like the 9th attack? Like, probably 10th attack right there? Yeah, like ever since that last turn, when he got that last 10% to crit, like, against that God Vegeta, like, he literally has... Because he crit like 7 attacks right there, or right against God Vegeta, and then he just crit like 5 attacks right there. So like, I'm telling you, man, once you get this guy fully built up, and you also have hidden potential system crit on him, like, I understand you could build him full dodge, because, you know, he still will counter even if he dodges the attack, but I still feel like you should just build him full crit, because you just, again, like, him not, you're already risking, I feel like, your neck quite a bit with this guy, trying to get counters in difficult event. So, like, you want to get your money's worth out of those counters. You want them to crit no matter what. Like, any situation, they have to crit. Like, the only time you can probably get away with them not critting is when you're up against a type advantage. But other than that, like, type neutral or, like, even type disadvantage, like, this guy can take type disadvantage normals from hard bosses, but again, the counters are not going to do anything against type disadvantage. So we're going to go ahead and jump into a red zone stage, and we'll see how this guy performs against, like, a difficult enemy, and maybe we'll see him get tagged with a super, and we'll see his weakness. So I'll be right back when we hop into a red zone stage. Alright guys, so we're going to be jumping into the Janemba fight with a team looking like this. What I'm going to try my best to do in this fight is we're going to try to get this guy transformed so we can get the scouter off, and we can, you know, try to protect Vegito as much as we can. I'll probably try to have him linked with Blue Gogeta, but Janemba does start off as tech, so I don't know how comfortable I am in doing that. We'll see how it goes. So his first rotation is not really the greatest. We don't really have any slot 1 units per se. I mean, like, these guys can definitely be a slot 1 unit. It's just they really want to get their snacks in first, which, I mean, I think we can. Who do they link better with? I think Gogeta. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess we'll do this. I mean, I could just pop a Whis immediately to try to, like, I guess, hope that no one here gets tagged and we die, but we'll let it play out. I mean, we didn't really waste anything yet. So if we get cooked here immediately, oh, sorry, I moved the cord by accident. If we get cooked here immediately, we'll just hop back in. So these guys, I mean, they're not, I mean, they could triple super. This is the friend, he has dupes. I probably do need them to triple super in case they get tagged. They are in slot 1, so they did get the extra defense for being in slot 1, so they should be fairly tanky. Like, again, I don't think Janemba would kill these guys if he supers them, but he will, I think, do still like 200k. Now, if Gogeta gets supered, on the other hand, yeah, we're probably just dead. But it's okay. Gogeta has a 50% chance to dodge. Vegito's never failed me. Yeah, it's fine. Like, 1 normal, I'll take that. I'm not mad at that. These guys wouldn't die either, but they would take a lot of damage. So hopefully this is just a no super turn from Janemba. But we'll see. Okay, 2.5. We did get a triple super, so they did raise their defense quite a bit, but yeah, these guys are just not like the greatest. Ooh, okay, how much is it gonna do? Again, I don't think we're dead from this, but we are gonna take a. I mean, I was expecting like 300k, so I guess that's not the worst per se. Damn, should I just really just start charging up the Spirit Bomb? Honestly, I might. I low-key just might. We won't do it this turn. We'll let it sit. Do that, and then we'll do that with you guys. Now, if all goes well, Janemba should be dead this turn, I think. I don't think he really makes it out of this turn, especially if Vegito goes to town. Yep, so we're gonna build up his attack. Also, his damage is also, like, kind of lackluster until he does get, like, his entire... Like, we are still getting crits on all these counters, but, like, the damage is still not that great because, you know, he hasn't built up his attack. Once he fully builds up his attack and all the crit chances and stuff like that, I would say he does look pretty impressive. Hopefully these guys give us a triple stack. No, 70% chance failed, but it's fine. We got the 100% chance. Maybe we can get the hidden potential to pop off. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think so far of this physical Super Vegito. I definitely think he is pretty good. People, like, I mean, like, I would say some people are coping for him a little hard, like saying that he's really good and stuff like that. And there's other people who are just saying that he's straight up bad. Like, I feel like both people are not right. He's just okay. Like, he's definitely someone that can work. And I mean, again, we don't know what the future holds. 100% chance this guy could, like, receive some massive buffs very soon here, honestly, in the future, and we would all just shut our mouths about how maybe bad or lackluster he is. So you really never know. This guy, again, like, SDR Super Vegito could EZA later in this celebration, which I feel like still, I feel like it's still very likely that that's gonna happen. So, like, if that does happen, and we have another broken Vegito that gives a 10-turn scouter, and he's, like, a pretty good linking partner with this Vegito, like, guess what? We're good. Like, that's it, you know? That's exactly what this guy needs. The only problem would be is if, like, SDR Vegito's kind of built the same way, where, like, SDR Vegito won't take any damage from normals, but, again, super attacks would hurt him. Like, if they're built similar to each other, that's gonna be a problem, because it's like, then, like, yeah, you have the scouter, you know where the super is, but you just have 2 units that cannot take that super for nothing. So now you're either gonna rely on your floater to take the super, which means you will most likely have to split up the rotation. So, like, I don't know how much I would like the idea of running these two together. Like, yeah, it would be great, but I don't think they're gonna design, as sad as it sounds, I don't think they're gonna design SDR Vegito. Like, maybe in the base form Goku and Vegeta, like, yeah, they're gonna be absolute tanks, because they already have damage reduction, all that other stuff, so they just have to maybe raise that a little bit. But I feel like when you transform into Super Vegito, you're gonna throw away most of your defense for offense. I feel like that's how it's gonna go with, what's his name? With, even the LR Super Vegito. So, like, if that does turn out to be the case, I don't know how much I'm gonna like the idea of running those two together as a rotation. Okay, dope. Let's see. So we can transform to Tech Gogeta here, because we got the healing from Sport Memory. So, like, okay, before I play this animation, if Janemba is not supering in the first slot and he's supering at the end, this is gonna be perfect, because look at how many attacks Vegito can just go to town on. But if he does end up supering in slot 1, I'll probably still throw Vegito in slot 1 regardless, just to showcase his weakness. But if he does super in slot 1, like, I'm just letting you all know right now, he's gonna die. That's just how he is. So let's go ahead and play Gogeta's animation, and we'll go from there. Alright. He's not supering at the start. Let's go. Alright, in that case, honestly, this guy links up better with Vegito. Yeah, he does. So in that case, honestly, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna play this animation. So that way, like, I think Gogeta can definitely probably eat this. Like, I wouldn't say eat it, but he could take Janemba Super and we still wouldn't die. But why do that when you can just go into Vegeta and have another unit that takes nothing? So let's go ahead and watch this animation. Alright, so, I mean, as sad as it sounds, I don't think we're going to come back around to be able to, like, I don't think we're going to see this unit come back to rotation to be able to use the Spirit Bomb. So, that, I guess, that part's kind of sad, but it's fine. They're fulfilling their job still, like, they're helping out the team by being able to just go in slot 3 right there and just take no damage. And that's all I want from them on this rotation. Like, Vegito is about to do a lot of damage right here at the slot 1. Gogeta's providing the scouter, and then they're just gonna eat that super attack at the end for nothing. So let's go ahead and see what Vegito does right here. Alright, Vegito, I need you to crit on all of these. Boom. Yep, there you go. It's a mil right there. Boom, it's another crit. Oh, he dodged. That would have been 2 mil right there. Alright, another crit. There you go. Okay, we didn't get crit that. Yeah, so you can see how, like, the crit literally doubles the damage. Like, literally doubles it. So when you don't get those crits off, it's a lot of damage you're missing out on. But that was impressive. Like, see, like, when you get rotations like that, where you can just throw him in slot 1, he takes no damage from normals, and he can just sit there and counter like that, it's great. But, you know, if one of those attacks was a super attack, Janemba would have just killed him. Like, there's no debate. Even him fully built up, his defense fully built up, he does not stand a chance against Janemba. So let's see, what's going on this rotation? Are you supering somewhere? He's not supering at all. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I don't think we... I think we might just kill him this turn. I kind of don't want to. I want to try not to kill him. So, we'll try... I mean, how do I not get... I mean, I can't avoid a super with Gogeta. We're not going to get you guys even 18 keys so you guys don't, you know, destroy him. And with you guys at the end, like, I kind of want to take a little bit of damage just so we can get the exchange. How do I do this without dying? I need to... I think... I mean, it's 3 attacks. They only have 200k. I'll give them the guaranteed double stack, because I think as long as we don't, you know, kill him this turn, and if Gogeta ends up not dodging one of those normals, he will take damage. So we should be, I think we might be able to take enough damage here to drop below 50%. So that way we can, because I don't think the GT duo took 4 attacks, so we can't go into GT Vegeta with that condition. So we're gonna have to try to drop below 50% health here to be able to exchange, because I want to get Vegeta out so we can get the massive attack support, so Vegito can even go crazier with the counters. And you know, we'll still have the scouter up, so we'll be able to tell where super attacks are and all that. So let's see. Hopefully we can do that. If not, I'll try to do that in the other videos. Like, I'll try to get a rotation in the other Red Zone videos of GT Vegito with this Vegito. But yeah, so far, honestly, I would say I am very impressed with this Vegito. He is honestly kind of blowing me away a little bit with how impressive his damage is, all that type of stuff. Yeah, so as you can see, like right there, I mean, honestly, I'm tempted just to throw him right here just to showcase this. Like, basically show you what could happen on rotations where you would, because let's just pretend this is a turn where you don't have the scouter up, you don't know, but you know his main job is slot 1, right? So you put him in slot 1, and you know you're doing okay first couple attacks, no super, you know, he's getting his counters in. He needs a crit though, so yeah, like that, so he crits. And then, you know, you get tagged by a super, and that's just how it is. You're dead. Like, we're about to see him take probably almost a million damage from Janemba right here. So that is just the one thing with this unit. Now again, we do have the scouter up this turn, so this is how you would play against this, is you want to bring a unit that can provide the scouter, so this doesn't happen right here. That doesn't happen. Because, you know, on that turn, like looking at the attacks, you'd be debating either putting him in slot 1 or slot 3, because that's where the most, you want to put this guy where there's a lot of attacks, but you also don't want to put him where the super attack is. But a lot of times the super attack is where all the attacks are. Like very few times you might get turns where it's like the one attack that's in the middle is the super attack, and you get completely caught off guard because you tried to hide your weakest unit there and you just get clapped. So yeah, you definitely want to bring a scouter unit with this guy, or at least try to predict super attacks somehow. This guy against Omega, I would say, is going to be pretty good, just because of the fact, like, Omega, when you get to that final phase, you know exactly where he's going to super, and it's going to be at the end of the second rotation. So, like, if you get a turn, like, if you get this guy built up before you get to, you know, Omega Shenron, and then you get a turn where that in Omega is attacking mainly slot 1, this guy is going to, like, take off half his health. So he can put in a lot of work. I would say I am very impressed. I had kind of some negative thoughts back when I first read his review, or his details, not review. But I would say now I am fairly impressed. I like this unit. He could definitely be useful, and he can definitely be better in the future. Like, again, keep in mind, we could be getting more EZAs later down this celebration, and he will just become better. So I would say hold off until after the 8th anniversary to where you're going to place this guy on the TUR list, or the EZA TUR list. Because, you know, like, again, I would say right now, if you just had to ask me what, like, I would probably say number 3, EZA TUR, but, like, this guy could very easily be number 1, and he could be number 1 for a long time, because, again, this is a unit that does not take damage from normals, and he does a lot of damage back. So it's like, what else can you ask for? So let me know what you guys think of this Vegito. Let me know if you guys have EZA'd him, have played around with him. Let me know how you guys like him, or what you guys don't like about him, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.